What is up, YouTube? I'm DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Now, today I got another video for you guys. This video is a gameplay trailer. Now, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Pokemon community. A lot of, I guess you could say, backlash and controversy in regards to this new Pokemon game, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I will go ahead and give you my opinions about everything after this trailer is over. This is a new trailer that they just recently released for the game. It introduces new Pokemon, gym leaders, Gigantamaxing, whatever that is. Let's go ahead and check it out and see what it has to offer. Well, let's just jump into it. Okay, so we got Tony Stark. New Pokemon are okay. I don't really see anything that like fully stands out to me. Sherman Rose. Olina. Something like that. Bay. Ooh. Haven't had a proper ghost gym leader since Sabrina. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, very interesting. Now, I am in a way looking forward to this game, but I will not lie. My enthusiasm for buying the game has died down a little bit after going out and searching and looking up some of the stuff that other people noticed in the trailers, or lack thereof, I guess. It seems like the games have been, I mean, obviously, if you look at the Pokemon series as a whole, they're not really known for being the most, I guess, innovative. They tend to follow a very strict formula and don't really go outside of that too much. Now, what I'm going to say is, if you've actually done any research into the controversy surrounding Pokemon Sword and Shield, you probably know what I'm going to mention, like all the stuff, all the talking points I'm going to tackle. So, for those of you that have done that, then just know this is just another video that's going to be talking about that. But, if anybody has been a fan of Pokemon for a long time, I'm sure you're aware of, this isn't the first time Pokemon has gone into 3D. Even going back to Pokemon X and Y, that wasn't the first time Pokemon has actually gone into 3D. The first time Pokemon went into 3D was back in Nintendo 64 with the Pokemon Stadium games, and then on GameCube they moved over to the Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Gale of Darkness, and then on the Wii they moved over to Pokemon Battle Revolution. And something that a lot of people will notice is, on those games back then, they have a lot more quality as far as animations, as far as graphics and things like that, even compared to these games which are on the Switch. Now, you can say that this game is more like graphically superior than the Nintendo 64 and GameCube ones, but Battle Revolution is the one that a lot of people use as a comparison for why this game should be a lot better than it actually is. A game that came out 13 years ago, and it's still superior than Pokemon Sword and Shield is. So that it makes me hesitant to want to go and buy the game, because I know that Game Freak, the developers of Pokemon, are not putting their best effort in this game. Now, I'm somebody that back in the day I would buy every single generation of Pokemon when it came out. Ever since Pokemon X and Y, I haven't really done that. Matter of fact, that was the last Pokemon game I bought. So if I do get this new game, chances are for me, I will notice a lot of differences, and it'll seem like a drastic change compared to what other people who might have the last game you might have played might have been Pokemon Let's Go or something like that. Y'all probably won't notice too much of a difference, but like I said, for me, I haven't played this game in a long time, so I will probably notice more. But that being said, I still don't like lazy development. And for those that might say, oh, well, Pokemon Gale of Darkness, Pokemon Battle Revolution, Stadium, all them other older games, those games are pretty much battle arena type games. They focus on just the battle aspect. They don't have anything outside of that. In a way, that's true, but at the same time, the thing is, Pokemon Sword and Shield are using assets from the older Pokemon games, Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and they have the assets there to do better animations. It's just that they're choosing not to do it for some reason. And with Pokemon coming onto the Switch being the most advanced Nintendo system they've ever created, they definitely have enough processing power and memory and space to use these extra assets and at the same time still be able to keep all of the Pokemon that they've already created over the years. Now, I don't really care too much about the National Pokédex. I'm not somebody that's going to go out and try to catch them all, because for me that was one of the first I guess you call it microtransaction schemes to get you to buy multiple games so you can try to get every single Pokemon. I wasn't into that, so I didn't really give a damn. But my issue is, if your excuse for not having a national Pokédex is, well, we're going to focus more on the animations and the graphics and things like that, then I expect the animations and graphics to be better than what they're delivering with these games. Now, I'm saying this because I'm a fan of Pokemon. I'm not just some hater that just wants to talk shit about it. I'm actually somebody that has played Pokemon way back when they first came out. Pokemon Yellow was my first game, even though I did play Pokemon Blue and Red. The first one I actually owned myself was Pokemon Yellow. And I've played every single Pokemon game in every generation except for the more recent ones. So I didn't play Sun and Moon. I didn't play Alpha Ruby and Sapphire. I didn't play Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, or whatever they're called. So this will be my first time getting back into it. But yeah, I just want somebody to take the game seriously. And when I was talking about earlier about the game having the assets there but not using them, I'm sure everybody has seen the clip of Scorbunny doing his double kick and the animation being literally just the sprite just hovers in spot for a second and then just drops. There's no change in the idle animation or anything. It's just that they've set it so that during the idle animation he'll like jump higher or something like that. And it's the thing is, they have actual specific animations that each Pokemon do. Usually they have about 3 of them per Pokemon. I'm not even asking you to create anything new. I'm just asking you to create something that goes in line with the move. So if Scorbunny has any type of animation that looks like it could be punching, it could be kicking, as long as it's like doing some type of motion towards the other person and not just the idle animation that you just scoot the damn sprite forward, but an actual animation looks like it's doing something, just put that in there for the double kick. I don't like that's what I think you should be trying to do. Very similar to what Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Battle Revolution and them used to do. They didn't have specific animations for every single move. They had specific set of animations for a specific set of moves. So like moves like tackle, takedown, body slam, anything like that, they would have like one specific animation. And then moves that involved like throwing a projectile, there was some type of animation for that. That's all I'm asking. Just do something like that. It would be nice if they also went a little bit further and added more animations for other aspects of the game that we haven't seen since those games, like hurt animations. Pokemon, when they get hit, let them show that they've been hit. Um, you know, Pokemon, when they're first launched onto the battlefield, some type of specific animation to that's unique to each Pokemon. Um, I've heard people say that it would also be good to have animations where the Pokemon would run up to the other Pokemon and do an attack, as opposed to doing attacks from far away, and you don't see any like interaction between the two really. I mean, that would be cool also, depending on how you do it. I mean, they do have running assets for each Pokemon in the games already, so again, it wouldn't be hard to add that into the game. It's just, I think at this point, Game Freak have become comfortable with the fact that people will buy their games regardless of how much effort they put into it. And if you actually want to see change in the gaming community when it comes to any franchise, you have to show it with your wallet. And one way that I'll probably be doing that is to not get the game when it first comes out. I'm hoping they will show me anything that shows that they are actually taking the criticism that they're receiving now to heart, and will try to like put some more extra polish into the game. And for anybody that's saying, oh well, it was just a demo, the game isn't out yet, it's still in development, no, the game is past development, the game is in its finishing stages right now. What they've shown us is not going to change too much once the real game comes out. They might add a little bit more shading, maybe a little bit more textures, but as far as animation and the way the characters are going to move and things like that, no, they're not changing any of that. If you believe that, then at this point you are just being delusional. So just check the fanboyism at the door, and just come to the realization that the game they shown is the final game. That pretty much this is what you're going to get. Now, are you cool with that or not? If you're cool with it, perfectly fine. Go buy the game, have fun. If you actually want them to improve the games in any way, then I would suggest that you show up with your wallet, and or actually go out and try to reach out to Pokemon, whether it's through their Twitter or whatever else, and voice your opinion. Let them know that you're not satisfied with what they're offering, and hopefully they'll take it to heart and actually try to change it. Now, will they do that? I don't know. If they don't, then that's when you have to show with your wallet and actually not buy the game. And like I said, I really hope that they listen to the fans and actually go back into the drawing board. I hope that they would actually delay the game a little bit so they can have a little more time to, actually make the game what it should be. This is the first time a Pokemon game has been on a main console, or the first time the main series Pokemon games have been on a home console instead of a handheld, and they have an opportunity to do things they've never been able to do in any of the Pokemon games, and I would love if they were able to actually change it. Like I said, they already have all the assets in the game, just rearrange ones to be assigned to certain moves, and stop with the lazy animations of idle animation characters, and you just like move their sprite forward, back, make it stretch, something like that. Like just use an actual animation. But with that being said, that's all I have to say. Like I said, the game is pretty much finished, so don't give me the whole, oh well, the game is still in development, they're going to be working on. No, they're not. We've already seen this with Pokemon Let's Go and Sun and Moon and everything else. The games they showed in the past, when they have a demo trailer that comes out, the final game isn't too much different from that. So stop pretending like they're going to make some type of revolutionary changes to the game. At this point in time, we're past that. At this point, they're probably just beta testing, or not beta testing. They're probably just testing it for bugs, translating, things like that. That's usually what they do at around this time of the game development lifespan. But anyway, that's been this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. If you're satisfied with Pokemon, let me know in the comment section why you're satisfied. If you want to voice your opinion about something in the Pokemon games, or these recent Pokemon games, that you aren't satisfied with, go ahead and leave it in the comment section so we can go ahead and get a good idea of where the community stands on this. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. I'm DaVinci. You just been a little bit more enlightened, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. Until then, I'm giving you the deuces, and I'm signing out. Deuces.